And welcome to Grandad's Reviews. Today I'm going to have a look at adapters for vintage lenses. I use vintage lenses, mainly Minolta, for stills and video. This one I've obviously adapted the gears to it. And to adapt it to my Fuji, I use one of these, a cheap adapter, nothing in the middle. So it just adapts this Minolta lens to Fuji. But then that makes this 50mm a 75. So having a look round and looking at all the alternatives, and yes, there are some expensive alternatives, your Metabones and everything, thought I'd look for a cheap SpeedBooster. So what I found is this one. And this is a Pixco. And instead of it just being one with nothing inside it, what you get is a bit of glass. And that brings the coverage of this full frame lens down to APS-C on my Fuji. So it just fits exactly the same with him, and it fits to the Fuji camera. So now this should be nearly a 50mm. And they do say you gain about a stop of light as well. So this 1.7 is probably an f1, something like that. So what we're going to do is go out, take some stills with it, make some video with it. So take some stills and video with this one, bring them back onto the computer and see how they compare, and just see if this £70, probably $80 SpeedBooster is any good, or do you need to have to pay £300-400 for a Metabones or something like that to get the quality. I'm not looking for perfection, because obviously these are vintage lenses and they're not perfect to start with. It's more of a character effect, but is it so rubbish that you can't actually use the images? So we'll have a look. So we'll go out and take some images and put them on the computer and have a look and give you the results. Right, so we've had a look at the images and the video on the computer, and in conclusion I think I can say that the Pixco SpeedBooster isn't bad for the price. I mean, you're only paying £70 at the moment on Amazon for this. It's a little bit soft on the edges when you're wide open, but if you stop down it seems to sharpen up quite well. Doesn't seem to be any weird flaring or artifacting or anything like that. Quite reasonable on that, and in the video it seems to perform quite well. You obviously get that wider view, so you're actually making the lens you've got on down to its native size or near as enough, and you do seem to gain some light with that as well. Probably not quite a stop, but as near as. So is it worth buying? I think it is. If you think about it, you're getting double use out of the vintage lenses you've got. You've got the focal length on the crop, which is either 1.5 or 2 if you've got micro four thirds. You put the SpeedBooster on, you've got the crop taken off, and so you've got another focal length, and it gives some interesting bokeh in the background as well. So yeah, I think it is worth it for £70. I think it's a good added extra to have in your bag when you need it, and for video it seems to work quite well as well. So that's our quick look at the Pixco SpeedBooster. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscription button. If you want to be notified, hit that bell button. Until next time, see you later.